Okay, Michael Finley. I'm 77 years old. Young, whatever. I worked in industry as a maintenance tech most of my working career. Well, I didn't. I was looking for something to nutritionist, herbalist, along those lines, and for some reason, his bio wellness popped out for me. I don't know. I looked at several of them, but I wasn't interested, and that one just resonated with me. I was tired all the time. I didn't have any get up and go. It got up and went. I was taking 20 medications. Some of them were for side effects for the medication I was taking, and I just figured out there's got to be a better way. So that's when I started looking for a more natural way.
What kind of medicines did the doctors before have you on? Were they like?
Well, I was on 3 or 4 statins, and they had some weird effects. I lost some hair, lost my libido, and some of them was for anxiety, and they to me they weren't working, but they were, but they was making me kind of zombie-ized,
Yeah.
Sometimes I just wasn't there. So got off of those too.
How many doctors did you go to before you saw her? Or if there were?
See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
Hey,
Cardiologist, I was with him, or still I am with him, but I was with him 20 years or so. And got a back doctor. I was with him about 10 years. Had 2 back operations. My back still hurts. I went to a circulation doctor because I was having pluggage in these arteries. So I had one here, Roto-Rooter, or that's whatever they call it. They cleaned it out. This one's between 60 and 80% plugged. So if it gets any worse, we'll do it. Let's see, who else do I see? I've seen a GI doctor, and I've quit going to him because I'm no longer at the age that I need to get a colonoscopy, they say. Well, that's a good thing. And then I went to one, I was having prostate trouble. I went to him and had their operation for that. Cleaned out the prostate. That seemed to help. I was having trouble peeing, and after the operation, I don't have trouble anymore. Well, usually on all those doctors, they're overscheduled. They have about 20 minutes to be with you, and they try to cut that. Come in, all your stuff is good. Good to see you. Bye. So, yeah. So I didn't feel like I couldn't tell them what was going on because they wouldn't listen. Except for one, and he was pretty good. The cardiologists were pretty good, but the rest of them get you in, get you out. So, and Dr. Art spends all the time you need, When I first started, we'd have an hour or so session every week, twice a week. for about a month and a half, 2 months, and then check our urine and did several tests, did some blood tests, and to see where I was and where my body was. Well, cardiologist had me with AFib, which my heart was skipping beats, and it got pretty serious there for a while. It would skip 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 skips, so I'd get real lightheaded, you know.
Yeah.
And when that happens when you're driving, that's not a good thing. The other one was the circulation doctor. I went to him with back problems, and he said, "Oh no, it's for your back doctor." And he said, "Oh no, it's circulation." Basically, I was having pain in my hips, and that went to the back. So
They were giving you like different.
yeah, they came down to if they couldn't medicate it, they were going to cut on you.
Yeah.
You know, and I went through that, and I said, "There's got to be a better way. You know, there's got to be something natural instead of the chemicals they had me on and the side effects that I was having, and then the medication I was taking for the side effects." So I guess I was figuring out next thing I was going to do is take medications for the side effects that the side effect medication did.
And they gave me more side effects
Yeah.
from those.
They give you another pill. I was taking like 20 medications. I'm down to about 8 right now.
Nice. 2 weeks, 2 months.
Well, probably about 6 weeks before I noticed a difference. Got a little more energy. Got a little happier. Changed. Didn't have some of the cravings I had before. That helped a lot. Come find out I'm allergic to sugar.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So if I eat sugar, my nose runs.
Oh, around for you.
Well, it's gotten better. You know, it's not like it. About 6 weeks, I noticed the difference, and it's progressively gotten better. Like you said, you know, when I would stand up, I'd have to stand there for a while because the room started spinning.
Yeah.
So I'd have to grab a chair or something, and that'd go away, and then I could walk off. I don't have that now. I stand up, and I still have to pause for 3 or 4 seconds to get the fluids right, and then I can take off. But I haven't had a dizzy spell in that time, basically. I get one every once in a while, but not anything to worry about. I can live with that.
Yeah. I guess the better question would be, what are some things you can do now? We got a lot of those.
Well, I live alone, so I've been taking better care of my environment. And like you said, I've put in a little garden. I've been wanting to do that for 2 or 3 years and just didn't have the gumption to do it. My stepson kept inviting me to go fishing with him, and nah, I'm not interested. Just didn't want to expend the energy to do it.
Now you can do that.
Now I can do it, and I kind of look forward to it. So, you know, I was having I don't know how to put that. I was having a GI bleed every once in a while. And when I would notice it, I'd have to go to the hospital and get 3 or 4 pints of blood.
Pumped into Pumped it into you?
Yeah. I haven't had that since I've started this. And it was like 3 or 4 months that it would happen. And since they had me on a iron supplement, a pretty heavy dose because of anemia, loss of blood, I didn't notice when I was bleeding internally because my stool was already black.
Mm.
So when I would notice it, I'd fall.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting out more. I'm doing more things, more positive things for exercise for me. Working in the yard, working in the house. That's a full-time job because I'm kind of messy. So I keep trying to keep it all going together, but I can't keep up with the housework.
Yeah.
I have a cat and a dog, and I've got little fur bunnies running all over the place.
Tell me about.
He's a great guy. He's very knowledgeable in what he does. Surprised me with some of the things he said that changed my mind about things. You know, what the body does and what it needs. And the most natural way to do that. That's what I like. It's not like you're taking chemicals. It's all, most of it, as far as I can tell, is all plant-based. Well, that's a good thing for me. Yeah. First time I saw him, he says, "We're going to get you better." After just one urine sample, he could tell I was in trouble, and I was. And so after all the several tests that we took, I was very satisfied with it. He knows what you need to make your body work, what your body needs instead of chemicals.
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to get away from, all the chemicals. I'd been on medication for, let's see, 30 years plus, some of it. And it wasn't doing me any good. And so I was looking for a more natural, something that would be better tolerated by my body. That's what I was looking for. So, and that's what I found. Like I said, it started, how did I know, come about, being him and not somebody else? Can't tell you. I just, of all the ones that I wrote down, that's the one that just kept coming up. So that's the one I was supposed to go to.